Hi.
Hi, welcome to our Baby Makes 3 casting tape. My name is Alexandra Sharon. I'm 28 years old and I'm a professional fortune teller.
I'm Derek Sharon. I'm 29 years old and I work in the IT department at Microsoft.
I'm 17 weeks along in my pregnancy, I believe, and my due date is September 21st. And we are married.
We are married.
You tell the story of how we met. I already told the lady on the phone.
Okay, well, it's a complicated story, but basically we both used the same webcam software like, what, 7 years ago, 8 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
8 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody got a virus, somebody who had my email address and her email address and their address book got a virus, and it sent her the virus from me, and she wrote me back a bunch of nasty emails about how she didn't want to play my stupid game.
But I always reply to spam. Nigerian spammers often email back on tip.
And so I explained to her that it wasn't a virus, stalked her for a while, and one night I got drunk over at a friend's house, and she happened to live a few blocks away, so I didn't really feel like getting up and going home at that point in time, so I decided to go hang out and
drink vanilla Coke. That was the whole point. We were going to get together and try vanilla Coke.
Yes, that was when vanilla Coke was brand new.
Mm-hmm. How long have we been together?
8 years.
8 years, I guess. We own our house, and we live just the two of us together here, and of course all the pets. We don't have immediate plans to move, but it would really be nice to sell this house.
Yeah, if I win the lottery, we're moving, and if this place should accidentally catch fire, the insurance money is not going to be going towards rebuilding this house.
Yeah, because our driveway is really dangerous, so we'd love to get a better place, but, you know, we're just waiting for the market. Describe your personalities. Let's describe each other's. I'll go first. Derek is...
Sounds dangerous.
Kind of a jerk, but in a good way. He's really determined, even though he doesn't think so, so he'll start a project and then noisily give up, and then he'll keep working on it until the end. And he's really smart and determined, and he became a pilot, like, just because he wanted to, like, last year. So he's pretty amazing in all senses of the word. Oh, and he's a wonderful cook.
It's not a personality.
It is. Being a cook is a personality trait.
Let's see here, Alex. Well, she's got a great sense of humor. I don't want to describe your personality. They want me to say the bad things. Sorry about that. We just discovered that my camera will only record in 3-minute intervals, so we'll be changing out the tape.
Recording 3-minute adventures. Go!
So where were we? I was describing Alex's personality. My first impression was, I think I told you were a badass. I think that was kind of the first impression. And I stand by that. She's the sort of person who's not afraid to tell it like it is. Some people might call her a bitch. I just say she's got a sassy personality. She's a very sweet person, a very loyal person as well, but you know, she doesn't always, well, she'll never keep her mouth shut.
We share that.
Yeah. And you know, she's not afraid to say things that most people probably wouldn't say, and it's a good and a bad thing, right? People love her for it. People also get offended by it occasionally, but screw them.
Was this pregnancy planned? No, we weren't exactly using birth control at all.
Sabotage.
What was your reaction to finding out that you were pregnant? We were both worried, for sure. He was more worried than me.
She was really excited. You could see it in her face. I used it as an opportunity to make some off-color jokes, such as, I've always wanted to tell somebody, I brought you into this world, I can take you out.
And he used it to get out of a speeding ticket.
I did use it to get out of a speeding ticket.
Has this pregnancy changed your relationship with your spouse? No, not yet.
Yeah.
Have your friends and family been told about the pregnancy yet? Yeah, we told the whole universe, and they were all pretty happy.
Except for
his
Dan,
friend.
my friend Dan. Yeah.
And I do have a friend who's pregnant right now. My very best friend in the world is about 4 months ahead of me. Let's see. How will it change the relationship we have with our close friends, for better or for worse? The only one for worse would be his friend understand.
I think overall it'll be for the worst with our friends. You know, we mostly see our friends at big parties and things like that, so it's kind of hard to do when you have a kid, and most of our friends either don't have kids or have kids that they can get rid of because they have either close by family or they're from, you know, they're divorced, so they've got a different parent that can take the kids, things like that. So I think it'll be tough.
I'm optimistic because we have a lot of older acquaintances that maybe we can cultivate new friendships with. Let's see, how it changed the relationship with your family? Not at all, I don't think.
No,
really.
my family will be happy. I mean, my family loves that sort of stuff, and it'll give them somebody else to spoil, so I think it'll be a good thing.
What support system do you have if anyone's baby arrives? Well, he has family about 3 hours south, and I have family about 3 hours north, so hopefully they will converge in an amazing support system of wonderfulness. But that's only if everything goes well, because my mother's going through a kidney transplant this year, so both kind of receiving bundles of joy near the same time.
Our local support system is virtually non-existent. I have a coworker a couple miles away who said that they'll be happy to, you know, they have a kid, so they'll be happy to help out where they can, but yeah, locally we're pretty well screwed. We just have to depend on family that's 3 hours away.
We'll have to scramble for local resources. I'm resourceful, so I'm optimistic again. What are you most anxious about, fear most?
A lot of things for me. I mean, it's a huge lifestyle change. I can't just be a party animal anymore. You know, it's a financial change. It means, you know, this house is not really a fit place to raise children. The people that we bought it from were actually moving out because their family was growing. So there's that strain. There's just a lot of, you know, I don't know, like I said, it's mostly lifestyle and financial.
My biggest fear is that I have a history of schizophrenia, so I calculate myself to have about a bajillion% chance of having postpartum psychosis, so I'm kind of planning for how to plan interventions when and if that happens. What great lessons, parenting skills, have you learned from your parents that you plan to pass along to your baby?
Well, I came from a household where I lived with my mom and very rarely saw my dad. My mom taught me absolutely nothing about managing finances. Wasn't, you know, wasn't a very good disciplinarian at all. So I think I've learned more about what not to do from her. I think I turned out okay, but I think a lot of that was my own stubbornness in ensuring that I turned out okay.
I learned a lot of great things. My parents were overall pretty awesome parents, and I'd love to take my kid traveling because that was a big part of my childhood, and teaching finances because I got taught a lot about finances, and just be a close family because my family was always really close-knit. So you'll be good at this one. What mistakes that your parents made with you that you will not repeat with your baby?
Well, like I said, not teaching them anything about finances or providing a kind of discipline is definitely going to be a big part of it. You know, and I'll definitely be on the lookout for things like, you know, signs of drug use and things that I think my parents may have been oblivious to when I was a kid.
And for me, I think that I'm just going to try not to fly off the handle as much as my dad did, especially during my teenage years. We had a rough bunch of years there.